All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Laker basketball here on MacTV Sports. I'm Nick Toner, and starting off hot with a couple of technical difficulties. So now that we're up and running and good to go, here we are. We have Mid-Michigan hosting St. Clair County Community College, known as SC4, the Skippers. They visit Mount Pleasant today with a 2-1 record, winners of the last two in a row. Their last game they won 93-83 over Prairie State. Their starters today are going to be Chris McLavish, number 0. Number 3, Jacob Asamani. Number 5, DeAndre Terrell. Number 22, Tyler Dorsey. And number 23, Kevin Tiggs. For the Lakers, they came off a win this Wednesday against Aquinas JV, 102-65. They come in with a 3-1 record. Their starters are going to be number 2, Caleb Lindsey. Number 3, Amani Green. Number 8, Vince Overshone. Number 4, Jaden Clark. And number 15, Christian Zielinski. Trying to rush through here and get us back on track. And here we go. Reminder to everyone, my clock is not official. I will be adjusting it on the fly as we go, trying to keep up with the game. And SC4 wins the tip. And here are the Skippers now in dark blue, Mid-Michigan in home whites. And that ball knocked out of bounds by Overshone. It'll stay with the Skippers here early in the first half. Inbounding is going to be Jacob Asamani for the Skippers. He's going to into the backcourt. That's going to go to Tyler Dorsey. Dorsey gives away now to Chris McClavish. Here's McClavish, man-to-man defense by the Lakers. McClavish looking inside, finds Terrell. Terrell drives baseline, goes to the rim, and is on the board first for the Skippers. Here is Vince Overshone now. Overshone finds Amani Green, top of the key. Here's Green, kicks out, finds Jaden Clark. Clark puts it on the floor, looks to split the D, lose the dribble but maintains. Stuck on the baseline, he throws all the way out for Green. Green tries to save and finds its hands with Christian Zielinski. Here's Zielinski now, 4 on the shot clock, up from the baseline and down for Mid-Michigan. Nice jumper there by Mid-Michigan. Scrambled offensive possession, but they got it done. Here's Asamani now, gives way to McClavish. McClavish, room, drives, through two, shot up, blocked partially, I believe, by Caleb Lindsay, and here comes Mid-Michigan with Amani Green quickly in transition. Here's Zielinski with the pump fake and a baseline drive, underhand shot, too strong, rebound by Kevin Tiggs. Here's Tiggs running the floor now. He's going to step into a triple and knocks it down for the Skippers. Here is Green. Man-to-man defense by the Skippers. Green working on Asamani. Here's Green. Inside pass for Lindsay is knocked away off the hands of DeAndre Terrell. 18-14 remains here, first half. Here's Lindsay, top of the key. He'll put it on the floor, gives away to Overshone. Here's Overshone from the free throw line, kicks out to the corner for Zielinski. Here's Zielinski, goes back to Amani Green. Overshone wide open from the wing and buries it from range. Here's Asamani, looking to drive, switched on to Lindsay, to the rim, off the glass and down, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for the three-point play. That'll be the first foul for Caleb Lindsay. And first foul of the contest for either side. And that's going to send Jacob Asamani to the free throw line, averaging 8.7 points per game for the Skippers. And he'll airball the free throw, and it'll be Mid-Michigan basketball. Here is Amani Green now for Mid-Michigan. Working quickly in offense are the Lakers. Green looking for Clark and thrown away, and that's going to be picked up by McClavish, and he scoop shots it in. No good. Rebound by Dorsey, and gets the second chance to go. Uncharacteristic miscommunication by the Lakers there. Here's Green again. Finds Overshone on the wing. Back to Green. Three on the way, off the back of the backboard, no good. Found by Zielinski on the floor. Here's Lindsay for three. His shot pure as he buries it from range. Here's McClavish. Into the corner for Asmani. Asmani deep. Inside pass for Terrell is knocked away by Jaden Clark, and it'll stay with the Skippers. Mid-Michigan beat the Skippers on their home floor last year. So SC4 looking to come in here and see if they can pay the favor as Zielinski draws the offensive foul. So that'll be the first foul for Tiggs and the first foul for SC4. Here's Lindsay to inbound, finds Overshone. Overshone picked up quickly by McClavish. Full court man pressure by the Skippers. Now Green. Green looking to drive, finds Jaden Clark wide open for three at the top of the key, no good. That's rebounded by Tiggs. Quickly ahead to McClavish. McClavish will drive, and that knocked away by Zielinski and picked up by the Lakers. And Amani Green's going to be fouled right here at midcourt. And that foul is going to go against Jacob Asmani.
Foul on number 3, Jacob Asmani, his first, team second.
So Amani Green will inbound here to my right. And he's going to find Overshow on top of the key. Steps into a triple and buries it. Asmani now running the show for the Skippers. Trying to get around Green, man defense. Pass inside, finds Terrell. Terrell kicks it out, taken away by Jaden Clark. Here's Clark, and he's wisely backs it up. Now drives and gets the shot to go off the window. Great play there by Jaden Clark to take a moment and resettle himself, picking up that loose ball and putting up a quality shot and getting the basket. Here's McLavish over to Asmani. Asmani looks inside for Terrell, passes all the way across, and a triple made by Kevin Tiggs. Here's Overshown on a drive. He kicks out, finds Caleb Lindsay. Lindsay to Clark. Triple on the way, off the front of the rim. High, loose ball, rebounded finally by Tiggs. Now Asmani, back to Tiggs, through the lane, and no shot. We're going to have a block on the floor as Dorsey's shot waved off, but Tiggs will go to the line.
Lakers falls on number 14, Jaden Clark, his first.
And that's going to be charged to Jaden Clark. That'll be his first foul.
Timeout on the court. This is a media timeout.
So we're going to have a media break, so I'll step aside. We'll be right back after this break.
Hi, my name is Abby Lotzenheiser, and I'm from Charlotte, Michigan, and I play basketball at Mid. Being an athlete has helped me push myself to be the best I can be every day, to be humbled and learn from it and grow from it. Competing at Mid means to work hard every day, no matter what, and do it for the team and not yourself. Being an athlete has helped me push through difficult situations, through ups and downs, staying disciplined and working through it. I chose Mid because of the welcoming environment and the coaches always loving and supporting. And at Mid we work hard and we're a family.
Welcome back to Maury Courts. You're watching Laker basketball here on the MAC TV network. I'm Nick Toner. Mid-Michigan up by a point, 13-12 over the St. Clair County Community College Skippers, or SC4 if you're into abbreviations. So after the blocking foul on the floor, there will be no shots, so I misrepresented that before the break. It'll be SC4 to enter, and Tiggs shot no good, and collected by Asmani through traffic. Here's Asmani. Over the top for Tiggs. Tiggs down low, off the baseline, loose ball picked up by Easton Day for Mid-Michigan. Here come the Lakers, ahead to Green. Green going baseline, gets the pass away through the legs of Jaden Clark, and he's picked up by Silvers Jr., and here's Clark, finds Day in the corner. Over to Zielinski, pump fake, he'll drive, kicks out. Amani Green thought about a triple, he'll go baseline right to the rim, and too strong. Rebound by Antoine Silvers Jr., and there's a whistle on the play. And they're going to whistle Zach Parks with a foul there. And that'll be his first foul. Here's Asmani. He gives way, and a drive here, and that drive by Manyweathers, and Jaden Clark on the ball, and we're going to get a tie-up, and the Lakers will have the ball after the tie-up. 13:57, 13-12 your score. Parks will inbound, SC4 showing full court pressure. Green picked up by Manyweathers. Here's Jaden Clark now. Clark kicks out. DJ Weaver, shot no good. Rebounded by Silvers Jr. Here's Asmani. Asmani to the rim. His shot too strong. And foul called. We'll see which way it goes. I believe this one will be against Mid-Michigan.
Lakers fouls on number 0, Darren Weaver, his first.
And that will go against DJ Weaver.
At the line for the Skippers, Jacob Asamani.
So Jacob Asmani here to shoot 2 free throws, makes the first. That'll tie the game up here at 13 with 13 and a half minutes to go. Here's the second for Asmani, and it's good. Here's DJ Weaver now. Weaver finds Green on the wing. Green scans the floor. Parks steps into a 3 and buries it. Here's Manyweathers working on Weaver. And that ball stolen away by Weavers, and he finds Bryce White ahead to Parks. Here's Parks, kicks out, Green for 3, buries it. So 2 triples now in a row, and we're gonna get a timeout called by SC4 as Mid-Michigan rolling here on a 6-0 run.
Back in the game for the Lakers, Vince Overshown. This is a 30-second timeout.
So we got a 30-second timeout called, so we'll be right back after this quick break.
MAC TV Network is a local public access station that offers a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community. Members of the community can come in and take a free workshop to learn anything from editing to camera work. Broadcasting on Charter Channels 187 and 191, serving Gratiot, Isabella, and Clare counties.
Welcome back to Maury Courts. I'm Nick Toner. You're watching Laker basketball on the MAC TV Sports Network. Mid-Michigan up 19-14 after 2 consecutive triples. SC4 climbed into the lead 14-13, and Mid-Michigan has stormed back with 2 threes in a row. Second one off of a quick turnover, and we find ourselves up by 5. Inside shot by Silvers Jr. falls and puts SC4 back on the board. Here's Weaver. Weaver, and he's going to get called for a carry. And that'll be a turnover. Skippers will take over.
And for the Skippers, DeAndre Terrell.
So here's Azamani. Man-to-man defense by the Lakers. Inside pass for Terrell, blocked by Parks, and picked up by Bryce White. Here's White, over to Weaver. Weaver drives, splits the D, gets the shot up, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line, no bucket though, so we'll shoot 2.
Skippers fouls on number 5, DeAndre Terrell, his first, team third.
And DeAndre Terrell will pick up the foul.
Line for the Lakers, shooting 2 is Darren Weaver.
Here's DJ Weaver to shoot 2. Weaver was a huge spark on Wednesday for the Lakers off the bench, scoring 17 points, I believe. Makes the first here as Weaver averages 8.5 points a game here in the early goings of the season for Mid-Michigan. Here is the second, it's up and good. Makes them both from the line. And here is Chris McLavish for the Skippers. Man defense by the Lakers. And we're going to have a foul underneath called on Mid-Michigan. And that's going to go against Bryce White.
Fouls on number 6, Bryce White, his first, team fifth. Timeout on the court. This is a media timeout.
And that'll be a media break, so we'll step aside. We'll be right back. You're watching Laker basketball on MAC TV.
Hi, my name is Abby Lotzenheiser.
My name is
and I'm
Alexis
from
Dunn.
Charlotte,
I'm from Greenville, Michigan, and I play basketball at Mid. Being an athlete has made me more confident, and it's helped me face adversity head on. Competing for Mid means competing for something bigger than myself, and I just really enjoy representing Mid every time I'm on the court. Being an athlete has helped me overcome challenges and being okay with failing. I chose Mid because of the winning culture, and it's just always felt like home.
Welcome back to Maury Courts. Mid-Michigan up 21-16 over the visiting Skippers. And Coach Field for the Skippers has been extremely vocal, needless to say, over the last two breaks, as he is unhappy with what his team is putting out right now. So we'll see what adjustments have been made, and it will be a Skipper inbound. Skipper inbounds that ball looking for Thames, and it's knocked away. Manuel Sanchez to inbound again. And he's going to go over the top to Terrell. Here is Terrell working the baseline, spins, and gets the bucket to go. Here is Day. He's going to find White. Now Parks over to Weaver. Weaver looking inside, thinks better of it, finds Overshone. Overshone with the pump fake, goes back to the corner for Day. Day looking to get around Terrell, finds Park wide open for three, and off the mark, rebound Terrell. Here come the Skippers now, down by 3. McLavish drives inside, kicks it all the way back out. He's going to find Thames. Here's Thames, looking to go around the screen, picked up by White in the paint. Floater goes for the Skippers. Long inbound pass to DJ Weaver, and he's fouled, trying to get the bucket up. Heads up play there by Overshone to get that pass away quickly.
Foul on number 2, Carl Stevens.
So that foul's going to get called against Carl Stevens, his first for the Skippers, and here is Weaver.
Foul was on number 4, Donovan Thames.
Oh, excuse me, not a foul on Stevens. It's going to go against Thames, his first. Weaver 2 for 2, make that 3 for 3 from the line today.
For the Skippers, Kevin Tiggs. Christian Zabinski in for the Lakers.
Here is the second for Weaver. It's up and good. 4 for 4 from the stripe for DJ Weaver.
Amante Green.
Here is the inbound now to McLavish. Here's Terrell looking to drive, cut off. Back to McLavish. Inside now for Tiggs. Tiggs, no look pass to Manuel Sanchez, now McLavish. McLavish for 3, hand in his face, off the mark, rebound Parks, and he's going to be fouled underneath on the rebound.
Skipper fouls on number 5, DeAndre Terrell. His second.
And that's going to be a second foul for DeAndre Terrell. Here is Parks now with the inbound, finds Amani Green. Here's Green. He drives, shot away, no good. They're going to call him fouled on the floor before the shot.
Skipper foul.
And that's going to be a second for Donovan Thames. And here's the inbound to Green. Green working inside, kicks out. All alone is Bryce White off the mark. Rebound by Thames. Quickly ahead to Manuel Sanchez. And he's going to give way to McLavish. Here's McLavish. Jumper on the way, off the mark by Dorsey. Rebound Tiggs. Tiggs can't get it to go, and rebound loose. And last touch by the Lakers. It'll stay with the Skippers. 20 seconds on the shot clock for SC4. Talking to Coach House in the pregame, he said all of the players on the floor have been basically extensively tried to be recruited by Mid-Michigan at some point or another, as Tyler Dorsey able to clean that one up underneath for the Skippers. Here comes Overshone. Gives way to Lindsey. Lindsey to Green. Green tries to drive, doesn't find room, tries to split the D, and we're gonna get a foul called here. And that's going to be a third foul on Thames, and he's only been in the game here for a few minutes. And Amani Green's going to shoot a 1-on-1.
At the line for the Lakers, Amani Green.
Here's Amani Green. His first is up and good. Monty Green averaging an even 14 points a game, had 18 on Wednesday. Second on the way, knocks them both down for the reigning freshman of the year of the conference. Here's Asamani. Here's McLavish. McLavish maybe got away with a little bit of a carry there. Here's Malachi Manuel Sanchez. His shot no good. Rebounded by Overshone. Here's Amani Green now for the Lakers. Green into the paint. Finds a shot, acrobatic shot. Can't get it. And ball knocked out of bounds. And it'll go to the Skippers. Last touched, they say, by Lindsey of the Lakers. Here comes Azamani. Gives to McLavish, top of the key. Dribbles into the wing. Cross court pass to the corner for Tiggs. And Tiggs knocks down the long range triple. Here's Zach Parks all alone off the inbounds. And he brings the thunder for two for the Lakers. Here's McLavish. Manuel Sanchez drives, and we're going to have a foul on the floor, and that's going to go against Zielinski.
Lakers fouls on number 15, Christian Zielinski, his first, team 6.
That'll be the first for Zielinski. 6 team fouls now for the Lakers. Malachi Manuel Sanchez, the inbound, goes all the way over the top, finds Dorsey. Dorsey gives to McLavish. McLavish, direct traffic drives into the paint, spins, can't find anybody, kicks it out. Here's Manuel Sanchez for three, and he gets his own rebound. Jumper from the elbow is good from the Manuel Sanchez. Here's Parks for Mid-Michigan now. Parks drives, spins into the paint, to the rack, and he's fouled. Shot's no good.
Skippers fouls on number 22, Tyler Dorsey, his first, team 8. Timeout on the court. This is a media timeout.
All right, we're going to step aside real quick. We've got a media break. You're watching Laker basketball on MAC TV.
I'm Monty Green. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and I play basketball in Michigan. Being an athlete shaped me. It brought a lot of opportunities my way. It helped me build a lot of lifelong relationships and keep me focused, keep me steady, helped me remember my why. Competing for mid, it's like a luxury. There's a lot of good people you meet here, a lot of people that treat you like family, and they got your back through whatever. It helped me realize that you can't take none for granted. When you work hard, good things come from working hard. Good things come from being consistent, and just being consistent in life can take you a lot of places.
Welcome back to Maury Courts, 27-27, Lakers and Skippers all knotted up here. You're watching Laker basketball on the MAC TV Sports Network. I am Nick Toner. We're going to come back here, and Zach Parks will shoot a couple of free throws here. Looking to put Mid-Michigan back in front with about 8 minutes to go here, first half, and misses the first. We'll call that one Caster cursed. Here's a second for Parks, and off the mark, rebound by Dorsey. Here is Asmani. Now Dorsey. Dorsey drives, kicks out McLavish. Here's McLavish now on the wing. Looking to go around a screen, picked up by Lindsey. Here's Tiggs, who backed all the way outside to get this. Steps into a three, partially blocked, I believe, by Parks. Rebounded by Asmani, and he'll put it back up for two. Here's Caleb Lindsey now. He goes over the top to Amani Green. Green with room, finds Zielinski, blocked, Parks at the rebound. Can't get the shot to go, gets the rebound again and puts it back up, and finally gets the basket to go for Mid-Michigan. Excellent effort there by Zach Parks. Here's Azamani. Finds Manuel Sanchez. He'll drive, jumper up, no good. Lindsey rebound for Mid-Michigan. Here's Parks. Into the corner for Overshone and knocks it down, buries it from the wing. Here is McLavish, screen set. Picked up now by Zielinski. McLavish drives, and we're gonna have a foul call.
Lakers foul on number 15, Christian Zielinski, his second, team seven.
That's gonna be a second for Zielinski.
Jaden Clark and Darren Weaver. In for the Skippers, Carl Stevens and Isaiah Momo.
So here's Chris McLavish leading the Skippers with 19.5 points per game. He'll shoot a 1-and-1 here. First on the way, knocks it down.
Chris McLavish at the line.
Here's the second for McLavish, knocks them both down. Mid-Michigan now ahead by one. 6 and change to go. Here's Jaden Clark. DJ Weaver now. Lindsey loses the ball, but it's going to be picked up by Overshone. Here's Overshone. He'll drive. Kicks Weaver to Green. Mid-Michigan looking for a shot. Can't find it. Good defense here. Deep shot by Overshone. Off the mark. Rebounded by Green. But it's going to go out of bounds first. It'll be Skippers basketball. Here is Chris McLavish now. Finds Isaiah Momo. Momo inside. Turnaround jumper by Carl Stevens. Blocked. Picked up by Overshone. Here's DJ Weaver. Weaver now to Green. Green finds the space. Shot away off the glass. Looked good. Didn't go. That rebound goes Momo. Here's Azamani. Over to McLavish. McLavish picked up now by Weaver after the switch. Drive and blocked by Weaver, but there's a foul.
Lakers fouls on number 0, Darren Weaver. His second. Team 8. At the line for the skipper is Chris McLavish. Shooting 2.
Here's McLavish now, 3 for 3 from the line.
And for the Lakers, Easton Day.
All tied up here now at 32. McLavish for the lead, knocks it down. Skipper's up by 1. 5 and change to go now here at Maury Courts. Here's Amani Green for the Lakers. Smothered by McLavish, forced to pick up his dribble. Can't find any help, and he can't get the out-of-bounds play to work. Quickly ahead, and bucket made by Carl Stevens. Here's Weaver now. He's driving, and his shot off the window is going to be waved off, and Weaver's going to get called for the offensive foul. So that's 3 fouls now for DJ Weaver.
And for the Lakers, Bryce White.
Here is Asamani. Gives to McLavish. Picked up now by Jaden Clark. Here's the drive into the corner. Here's Stevens. He'll drive. Kicks it back out. McLavish. Pump fake. Shot on the way. Looks like it got partially blocked by White. Loose ball picked up by Tiggs. Into the paint. Spins. Wild shot doesn't go. Rebound loose again. This time picked up by Momo. Now the kick out to McLavish. Here's Asmani. Here's Tiggs from the corner for 3. No good. Rebounded by Amani Green. Here come the Lakers. Here's Green, and he's stripped going to the basket. And it's going to be out of bounds, staying with Mid-Michigan. Here's Green to inbound, finds Day over to Clark. Clark looking to drive, finds space, free throw line, gets hung up. Kicks out to Bryce White. White now looking. White, he's trying to drive, finds Clark, triple on the way, and buries it. Here's McLavish for 3, off the mark, rebound underneath. We're gonna have a whistle blown, and that's gonna go against SC4, and that's gonna be a foul on Carl Stevens underneath.
Come out on the court. This is a media timeout.
And that'll be the first for Stevens, and we have a media timeout, so we'll step aside. We'll be right back. You're watching Back TV Sports.
I'm Caleb Lindsay. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I play basketball for Mid-Michigan College. Being an athlete helps me be more disciplined and consistent throughout my life, so I have to be consistent with my workouts, consistent with my schoolwork, consistent overall. Competing to me, it means everything. Basketball just brings that team, that togetherness, that brotherhood, so competing every day is just what I look forward to. Being an athlete has really helped me become more unselfish, because basketball is a team sport, so we sharing the ball, we talking to each other, and I've carried that throughout the rest of my life, and trying to be better at communicating and unselfish in other ways. I just love the culture here at Mid, the togetherness, the brotherhood, the success they had last year, and I'm looking forward to building on to that this year and following years.
Welcome back to Maury Courts. I'm Nick Toder. You're watching Laker basketball on the Mac TV Sports Network.
Easton Day at the line for the Lakers.
Close one going on here as Easton Day will step to the line to shoot a 1-on-1 here, tied up at 35 with 3:38 to go. Here's the first for Day, no good, and rebounded quickly by Silvers Jr. Here's Asmani. Stevens now looking inside, finds Tiggs. Tiggs working on Lindsay. He'll back all the way out. Now McLavish. McLavish looking inside, finds Stevens. 5 on the shot clock. Stevens will go baseline. Gets the shot away, rolls off the rim, no good, and rebounded by Jaden Clark. Here come in Michigan. Here's Clark, finds Green. Green. He'll drive, gets to the basket, and gets the layup to go. Here's Azamani. Here's Stevens now on the wing. Stevens will give way to McLavish. McLavish with a deep triple. No good. Rebounded by Stevens underneath. Stevens with the putback. Scoop shot doesn't go. Still loose. And now picked up by Bryce White for the Lakers. Ahead to Caleb Lindsay. Back to Day. Day's triple try off the mark. And rebounded by Silvers Jr. Here is Azamani. He goes baseline and gets the shot to go. Here's Bryce White, top of the key, triple, buries it. Here's Asamani. And loses the ball out of bounds. And that's going to be called against White and Mid-Michigan. 1:41 to go here.
Lakers fouls on number 6, Bryce White. His second, team 10.
Second foul now for Bryce White. That's going to send Jacob Asamani to the line. He'll shoot 2 here as SC4 in the double bonus. First shot, no good.
In for the Lakers. Zach Parks, Vince Overshown, and Trishan Zielinski. In for the Skippers, Don Victor. Antoine Silvers Jr.
Here's the second for Jacob Asamani. Averages 9 points a game for the SC4. Misses the second. Here is Parks. He'll spin into the paint. Left-handed shot off the window and down. Here's McLavish over to Asamani. Asamani blocked off by Lindsay and Parks, but Silvers Jr. there for the loose ball. Puts the shot back up, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line.
Lakers fouls on 14, Jaden Clark, his second.
Foul's going to be charged to Jaden Clark.
At the line for the Skippers, Antoine Silvers Jr. shooting 2.
Here's Silvers Jr. averaging 5.5 points for the Skippers. Misses the first.
And for the Skippers, Jacob Manyweather.
Here's Antoine Silvers Jr. second, misses them both. Rebound Jaden Clark. Here comes Clark, he'll dribble it up the floor. Stays with Clark, and we're gonna give a foul here.
Lakers timeout.
And it's gonna be a timeout called by Coach House.
This is a 30-second timeout.
So 30-second timeout, so we're gonna step aside. We'll be right back. You're watching Laker basketball here on MAC TV.
Humane Animal Treatment Society is an animal adoption center that helps find animals forever homes and provide them with certain medical treatments. There are many ways you can help their cause. You can volunteer at HATS by running and reading with the animals, helping the staff with daily routines, and photographers can take pet pictures to boost their portfolio. There are still many animals looking for a forever home. See other ways you can make a difference at www.hatsweb.org.
Welcome back to Maury Courts. I'm Nick Toner. You're watching Laker basketball here on the MAC TV Sports Network. Mid-Michigan up 42-37 over the visiting Skippers and what has been a hotly contested first half. There's been 19 foul calls here so far, averaging about a foul per minute here. Inside to Clark. Clark from the elbow. He'll dribble it out to the wing now. Look around, he drive, finds some space, floater in the lane, no good. Rebound taken away by the Skippers. It's going to be Manyweathers who came down with that. Here's McLavish. McLavish drive, baseline, over Zielinski, the floater, and it's good. Here's Overshow now, he'll drive with pace, kicks out, Zielinski, triple on the way, buries it for the Lakers. Here's McLavish. No shot clock now, 20 seconds to go. And McLavish loses the ball, and here comes Green, and we're going to get a whistle. And we'll see what the call is. And that's going to be a foul called on Chris McLavish as Amani Green was racing away after getting his pocket picked. So Mid-Michigan now double bonus. They'll shoot two here, looking to extend the lead here. It'll be their largest lead of the night if he converts on both. Misses the first. Here's Amani Green. Second free throw on the way. Like I said, averaging 14 per game for the Lakers. He is their unquestioned playmaker. Here's the next free throw on the way, and it's good. So Mid-Michigan up by 7 here. Here's Asamani. Final 5 seconds to go. Asamani working on White. Drives. Free throw line jumper up off the mark. Rebound loose, and that shot's not going to count. And Mid-Michigan will go into the break. Up by 7, 46-39. Stick around. We'll be right back. Second half action guaranteed to be exciting. You're watching Laker basketball here on MAC TV Sports.
Hi, my name is Lily DeBolt, and I am currently in the computer-aided drafting program at Mid-Michigan College. I started out at K-Systems, and I worked there for about a year before I ran out of stuff to do, and I ended up filling in a little bit for part of the drafting team and started working on drafting stuff, and I found that I really liked it. Eric has probably one of the most unique teaching styles I have ever seen. Like, I really struggled with my teachers in high school, and so to come into this and have someone who's just so like excited about what he's doing and who loves the work but also loves working with the students and like is so invested in their futures, it was a complete change from every other teaching experience I have had. He focuses one-on-one with students, but also like, you know, he cracks jokes with the entire class. He lightens the mood. He makes it a fun environment for students to learn. Honestly, some of the most fun times I have ever had has been in some of his classes because like the people are all just so great. And once he sets that tone of like, you know, yes, we're here to learn, but also like we can have fun along the way, like it just completely changes the entire classroom dynamic for everyone. I mean, what a lot of people don't realize is that, you know, when you step into a shop, these people don't just know what to do off the top of their head. They have drawings made up by people in the office, and then, you know, they have sizing printed off. So they're looking at these numbers and saying, okay, this is what I need to cut this to or to shape this out. Like, this is the exact size. this is the tool I need to use. And part of what this field is being able to identify like what goes into that process and what they're going to need so that you can communicate it on the paper and through the drawings for them. So they're not sitting there thinking, okay, what do I need to do? It's already there. I chose mid because a lot of my coworkers at Case had actually gone here and they'd gone through the program. I've met multiple people that are in this field and they've gone through this program and, you know, they have steady jobs. Let me take a couple classes. If I like it, perfect. If not, like, we'll reevaluate. But, you know, once I got here, it was a done deal. I would definitely recommend that new students come here because there's so much support and like it's a great place to build your confidence in your schooling. I always thought I was a terrible student, and then I came here and I had like support from actual teachers, and like I felt like I could ask the questions and I felt like I could be nitpicky about my work because I actually like understood it enough to do that. That is a game changer for students, because if you start here and you realize, you know, okay, this is what college can be like if I'm open to it, and you know, this is kind of the direction I want to go in. It opens so many doors just to be able to figure that much out and to have that sort of like comfort in the back of your mind. Most of my family is involved in drafting. I mean, my grandpa, my uncle, my grandpa's brother and his son. Like, it's basically a legacy.
Hi, I'm Jamie. I'm a student at Mid-Michigan College, and I am studying in the IT and cybersecurity program. What made me wanted to go here is just to see what the experience is like at college. I definitely enjoyed the experiences of going to class, especially with a smaller size, and as well all the professors as what also drew me in to going, because they take their time every day to help with you, and I really appreciate that, and especially with the advice and encouragement they give you. I'm thankful for having people who really care and make sure that you're doing well, not only as a person but as well as a student. I really like going to Mid because it is closer to where I live, so it's really nice to have the accessibility to go somewhere closer, especially for commuting. And also too, the campus at Harrison is one of my favorites because of where it's stationed at. It definitely felt another home to me, so especially where the scenery is. I definitely did spend quite some time being outside, especially just taking small walks or during my time when I have lunch break from just taking a break from studying. My mom actually took some classes through the college here, and I didn't know that until she told me a bit about her background when she was going through college. Having some of the tutors at campus, they have been really helpful in definitely helping me with how the online classes are structured, as well as what to expect and what are some things that you'll expect will be challenging, and I think that is very helpful. I definitely recommend to any student who is interested going to college or freshly going out of high school. Sometimes I'd say it's not just only a hard decision, but it's a process. Thinking where you want to go for college or if you really want to or not. I definitely recommend going here because I know for sure when I was in the process of thinking of going to college, I wasn't sure if I really wanted to go for a 4-year to a university or a community, and I'm thankful that I chose to do 2 years because that really has helped me solidify my choice of whether or not to transfer. I definitely have saved some money going through the classes, and they've definitely been really helpful. I'd say any opportunity that Mid-Michigan College has. For instance, I got to be part of a commercial. I'd say definitely in that situation, definitely take the opportunity because it's a lot of fun.
MAC TV Network is a local public access station that offers a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community.
Hi, my name is Caroline Cameron. I'm a student here at Mid-Michigan College. I'm studying business management and will be transferring to Northwood University this fall. As a high school student, I wanted out of town. I wanted to go to this big university. I wanted to do the whole thing. But as a college student now, looking back to when I was thinking about all those things, I think by coming to Mid-Michigan College, you can save a lot of time, a lot of money. You can come here, you can experiment, you can kind of get in different clubs, you can get into different classes at a lower rate and really figure out what you want to do. So the smaller classes help me learn a lot. I mean, most of my classes, I would say more than 50% were online, but the ones that I did take in person were way better being in a smaller class size because you can ask the professor questions. I think you can focus a lot better. I really like the online classes. I think they work better, especially with if you're working full-time and have to be at work all the time. Those online classes are awesome. The teachers are usually really lenient and work with you on a lot of things, and so those online classes are amazing if you have many, many things going on. The Harrison campus has like 500 acres of land you can ride your bike on, you can take your dogs for a walk, you can go for a walk. I know there's disc golf. There's several things you can do back there, and that's what makes this campus so wonderful, I think. If you're on the fence of what you want to do, choose that smaller college and maybe even go talk to someone before you go. Talk to them about what you want to do. We got people here that you can talk to about those things, and they're really, really helpful in that way, especially if you are clueless of what you want to do. Coming to Mid-Michigan College has really been a really big benefit for me. I couldn't see myself going anywhere else. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to take that next step, and I think Mid has really geared me to make those steps and giving me all the resources to move on and be confident in what I want to do.
Welcome back to Maury Courts here on MAC TV Network. You're watching Laker basketball. I'm Nick Toner, and we have second half action ready to go. Mid-Michigan leads 46-39. Couple of key stats. The Skippers have out-rebounded Mid-Michigan 20-11, but Mid-Michigan has 9 assists on 15 made field goals, and the Skippers, meanwhile, only have 4 assists on their 15 made field goals. Leading the way in points for Mid-Michigan is Zach Parks with 9, Amani Green with 8, and Tyler Dorsey leads the way for the Skippers with 11, and Jacob Azamani with 8. That's a little quick peek into the stats. Mid-Michigan shooting 50% from the floor and 45% from the floor for the Skippers. Here is Azamani leading the way, gives way to McLavish. Quickly into it here at Maury Courts. Back to McLavish from the corner, shot away, and knocks down the triple and cuts into the lead. Here is Clark, gives back to Green. Green. Mid-Michigan in white, SC4 in the navy. Triple try by Zielinski, no good. Loose ball and picked up by Jaden Clark. Here's Overshow for 3, that's off the mark as well. Rebounded by DeAndre Terrell, and here comes Chris McLavish. Inside to Terrell. Terrell, baseline jumper, no good. Azamani gets the rebound, finds McLavish. And Zielinski is going to get the reach foul as he tried to poke the ball away. That'll be 3 fouls now on Zielinski. Kevin Tiggs to inbound for the Skippers. He's going to find Terrell. Terrell quickly across to Azamani. Man-to-man look here by the Lakers, and we're going to have another foul on the floor. And we'll see where this goes. Let's go against the Mid-Michigan. And that's the first foul against Amani Green. But Mid-Michigan now 2 quick team fouls, and we're only 55 seconds into the second half. Here is Terrell after the inbound. He'll pick up his dribble, finds McLavish. Still man look here by the Lakers. McLavish giving an ISO play, giving plenty of room to work on Overshone. Here's McLavish inside for Terrell and knocked away by Jaden Clark. So Skippers will inbound, but they only got 5 seconds on the shot clock. We'll see what they can drum up here. And Asmani inbounds, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds again, looking for Tiggs. So 4 seconds now on the shot clock. And that's going to move Asmani down the baseline a little bit on the inbound. Fight goes inside to Tiggs on a backdoor cut, doesn't get it. Rebound still loose. Tiggs again, and can't get it still. Terrell tries, doesn't get it. Long rebound picked up by Asmani. Here's McLavish now, knocks down the triple. Not a possession that Mid-Michigan's going to want to remember. Here comes Overshone. Finds Jaden Clark around to Parks. Parks for three, buries it from long range. Here's Azamani, drives, gets to the rim, shot no good. We'll see what the whistle's for.
Lakers fouls on number 14, Jaden Clark, his third.
And that's going to be a third foul for Jaden Clark. Third team foul of the half for the Lakers. So Jacob Asamani will go to the line, shoot a couple of free throws here. Asamani averaging 8.7 points per game. Had 8 points here in the first half. So already at his average and makes the first.
Jacob Asamani in for the Lakers, Darren Weaver.
Here's the second. And up and good as well. Mid-Michigan, yeah, and we're going to get another whistle, this time underneath against the Skippers. That's going to be a second foul for McLavish as he fouls Green, so that'll send Amani Green to the free throw line. And misses the first for Amani Green. Monty Green 3 for 4 in the first half, make that 3 for 5 now. And makes the second. Here is Azamani again. Gives way to Tiggs, top of the key. We're gonna get another whistle, this time against the Skippers. And that's gonna go against Jacob Asamani, I believe, for a moving screen violation. Here's Green, Overshone for way downtown, buries it. Mid-Michigan extends the lead to 6. Here's McLavish. Picked up now by Lindsay. He'll pump fake, draws out the defender, passes across to Asmani. Asmani finds Terrell, baseline look, and Terrell with the finish on the baseline. Here's Green. Into the corner for Weaver. Weaver for three, buries it. Mid-Michigan leads the conference in three-pointers attempted, and they are feeling it right now. Shot 59% in the first half, 2 for 2 already here second half. Here's Dorsey, loses the ball, picked up by Parks, and looking for Green, still loose, and Parks will get it back right in front of me. And we got players tangled up. Referee quickly intervenes, and we're gonna get a tie up. So with the tie up, it's gonna stay with Mid-Michigan. And it's going to be Amani Green after the inbound. So great hustle play there by Parks to keep the ball and force the tie-up. Here's Lindsay. Weaver for three, opposite corner, buries it! And we got a timeout by SC4. as Mid-Michigan on a 9-0 run off of 3 straight triples.
This is a full timeout.
So full timeout, we'll step aside. We'll be right back. You're watching Laker basketball here on MAC TV Sports.
MAC TV Network is a local public access station that offers a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community. Members of the community can come in and take a free workshop to learn anything from editing to camera work. Broadcasting on Charter Channels 187 and 191, serving Gratiot, Isabella, and Clare counties.
Humane Animal Treatment Society is an animal adoption center that helps find animals forever homes and provide them with certain medical treatments. There are many ways you can help their cause. You can volunteer at HATS by running and reading with the animals, helping the staff with daily routines, and photographers can take pet pictures to boost their portfolio. There are still many animals looking for a forever home. See other ways you can make a difference at www.hatsweb.org.
Welcome back, Maury Courts. Mid-Michigan up 59-49, largest lead of the night for the Lakers. Off a 9-0 run here to go into the timeout. Mid-Michigan hit 3 straight triples to extend this lead out. And Dorsey will inbound to McLavish, and we are back underway here. Here's Asamani. Asamani almost loses the ball. Quick hands by Parks. Here's Asamani. Reverse layup doesn't go. Picked up by Dorsey. His putback doesn't go. And we're going to get a whistle underneath. And that's going to go against 0, DJ Weaver. And that's 4 fouls now for DJ Weaver. And that will send Jacob Asamani to the line. And Asamani misses the first. Asamani 2 for 5 in the first half. Make that 2 for 6 now from the free throw line. And he makes the second. Here is Amani Green. Takes the screen by Lindsay. Gives to Overshown. Wide open triple and off the mark. And Terrell with the rebound. And then Terrell going to get called for a travel. As he rebounds it, takes 2 steps after heads-up play by Bryce White to kind of help belong. So Mid-Michigan will inbound. And it's going to be Amani Green. Goes over the top to Caleb Lindsay. Here's Lindsay spitting at the free throw line. Gets inside the paint from the block. Gets it to go off the window. Here's McLavish. Here's Dorsey with speed, and his jumper goes from inside. Quickly back is Mid-Michigan. Overshowed, cross court to Parks. Steps into a triple off the mark, and we're going to have a whistle blown. I believe timeout called. Or, nope, foul. And that's going to be a foul on Terrell, his 3rd foul. So after that foul, we're going to have a quick break. Media timeout coming up. Stick around. You're watching Laker basketball here on the MAC TV Sports Network.
I'm Chris Zielinski. I'm from Midland, Michigan, and I play basketball here at Mid. I think it just teaches you how to be a hard worker and just wake up every day and have a discipline that pushes you to just be stronger and be a hard worker. Being an athlete shapes me as a person by just like the hard work you have to put in every day. You have to wake up and you have a discipline to be better and be a good teammate, and I think that just makes you strong. I think it's a privilege and an honor, and I think being able to come here and wear blue is a big blessing. Being an athlete has helped me overcome challenges by realizing that every day isn't going to be the same, and some days it's going to be hard, some days it's going to be easy, and just because you don't know or stuff is unknowing doesn't mean that you can't come with a good attitude and attack every single day with the same discipline as you've had before. I chose mid because I'm a very competitive person, and mid was the best option for me to push me forward and help me grow.
Welcome back to Maury Courts. Mid-Michigan with the inbound after the foul going into the break. And Amani Greeno inbound finds Vince Overshone. Overshone flip pass inside, loose ball picked up by the Skippers. Here comes Jacob Asamani. Here's McLavish. Man-to-man defense by the Lakers has been pretty good here second half. Parks now switched on to McLavish. And here's Asamani, goes down low to Terrell. Mismatch on Overshone. And his shot for the baseline, no good, but there's a foul called. And the whistles continue here second half. And that's going to go against Bryce White.
At the line for the Skippers, DeAndre Terrell.
And DeAndre Terrell will go to the line, averaging 16 points for the Skippers. And this is the first.
In for the Lakers, Christian Zielinski.
Terrell in the first half held a 2 points in the first half. So well off his average for the big man. Terrell in a bit of foul trouble. Shoot free throws here. He has 3 himself, misses the first. And Michigan up by 9. And rebound by the Skippers, and it's Tiggs, and his shot doesn't go. Taken down by Parks. Here's Green to Zielinski. Zielinski, and there's going to be a foul, and I believe a goaltending. And the basket will count. They will call the basket good. So basket count, Zielinski will go for a 3-point play here. And Asamani will pick up his third. Here's Zielinski from the line and converts the play. So 12-point advantage, largest of the light for Mid-Michigan. 15 minutes to go here in the first half. My clock a little bit off, like I mentioned, is not official. I will try to keep up best I can with the official game clock. Here's McLavish. McLavish outside. Manyweather with the shot, no good. Rebound Parks. Here comes Parks with speed. Still Parks into the paint, finds Green, but taken away by McLavish, and McLavish will touch the ball out of bounds. So Mid-Michigan will keep possession here. So Monty Green will inbound here, 14 and a half minutes to go. Here's Green. Gives Parks, back to Green. Green drives, Zielinski from the corner for 3, that's short. Loose ball, and it's gonna go last touched off Manyweather and stay with Mid-Michigan. Here's Green to inbound, goes over the top, finds White. And we're gonna get a whistle. And that's gonna be a second foul for Kevin Tiggs. As he fouls Green underneath. Here's White with the drive. It gets to go off the window. 14-point advantage now for Mid-Michigan. Here's McLavish. No room, gets the wild shot away and knocked out of bounds. And Bryce White's going to get whistled for a foul, and that'll be his 4th. 6 team fouls already for Mid-Michigan in the second half. 5 for the Skippers. Inside to Silvers Jr. Can't get the shot. Gets the shot away. Gets his own rebound. Now the kick out around the horn. And Stevens for 3. Off the mark. No good. And Parks will pick up the rebound for Mid-Michigan. Here comes Mid-Michigan 2-on-2. Parks loses it in the paint. Circus shot doesn't go. Rebounds Stevens and gives to Manyweathers. Here's Jacoby Manyweathers. He'll kick out to Stevens. Stevens to McLavish. Deep triple on the way. Off the mark. And the rebound's going to be fought for. Last touch by Manuel Stevens, but Park will catch the save attempt, and it'll be Mid-Michigan basketball. So here's Amani Green. Over to Bryce White. Here's Parks. Thought about a 3. Gives to Zielinski now on the wing. Back to Green. Green looking to drive, looking for space. Got to the block, decides better of it, kicked out to Parks. Parks, pump fake, heel drive. He's got all kinds of space and brings the Thunder from the lane. And Parks with the steal. Here's Parks again, gives to Overshone. Overshone can't get to go, but right place, right time is Zach Parks, as he'll pick up 2 more, and Mid-Michigan up huge, 70-52 here, second half at Maury Courts. And SC4 will call a timeout, so we'll step aside and we'll be right back after the full timeout. Welcome back to Maury Courts. I'm Nick Toder. You're watching Laker basketball here on the MAC TV Sports Network. And we've got a good one brewing here. Mid-Michigan up by 18, largest of the game, over SC4 Skippers. Here is McLavish. It has been all Laker defense so far in the second half. McLavish looking to go baseline, can't find the room. Nice coverage by Overshone. Here's Manuel Sanchez now, he'll drive. Gets the wild shot to go, rebound Silvers Jr. Still loose ball, picked up now by Ani Green. Pushed ahead to Zielinski. Here's Zielinski with the reverse layup, gets it to go. Up by 20 now is Mid-Michigan. Here's McLavish. Laker defense giving the playmaker no room. Here's Silvers Jr. down low. And we're going to get a blocking foul on Overshone. Crowd wanted the offensive foul. Referee thought different. So Vince Overshone in the mismatch, taking on the big guy, will pick up the blocking foul. Silver lining here is it was on the floor, so there'll be, or no, excuse me, it's not on the floor. There will be shots.
Timeout on the court. This is the under 12-minute media timeout.
So we got a media timeout here before any free throws, so we'll step aside. We'll be right back.
I'm Delaney Seaman. I'm from Ithaca, and I play basketball at Mid-Michigan College. Being an athlete has taught me discipline and resilience and how to handle success and failure. Competing for Mid means something it's bigger than yourself. You're representing Mid-Michigan, you're representing your team, your coaches, and yourself. Being an athlete has taught me how to stay focused and keep pushing even when things get tough. I chose Mid because the environment was very welcoming, and this year's coaching staff has really made it feel like home.
Welcome back to Maury Courts. I'm Nick Toner. You're watching Laker basketball here on the Mac TV Sports Network. Mid-Michigan up 20 over the visiting Skippers of SC4. So next up for the Lakers is going to be Monroe Community College on Thursday as a part of the SC4 Thumb Coast Tip-Off Tournament. And coming up next for SC4, also a part of the tournament, no surprise, and they're going to be playing Coastal Alabama North. And talking with Coach House in the pregame, there's going to be 8 teams in this tournament, and all 8 teams last season were either nationally ranked or in the national tournament. So stiff competition coming up next week for the Lakers in the tip-off tournament. And here's Silvers Jr. misses the free throw and rebounded by the Lakers. And we're going to get a whistle blown, and that's going to be called by Mid-Michigan. So Mid-Michigan takes a 30-second timeout, and we'll stick around for this one as I give you a little more stats here. So Mid-Michigan came into this contest averaging 91 points per game while defensively allowing 80. And SC4 came into this one averaging 86 points a game, and their defense allowed 78 per game. So both teams a little off the mark as far as averages, but we got plenty of time here to go as the Lakers up 19 here over the Skippers. So Coach House, again, talked to me in pregame. A lot of players on this Skippers team he tried to recruit to bring here to Mid-Michigan. As same for Coach Field, a lot of these Laker players he tried to bring to SC4. So these teams know each other well. Mid-Michigan winning last season on the Skippers court. And we got a foul. And we'll see which way that goes.
Skippers fouls on number 0, Chris McLavish.
And that's going to go against Chris McLavish. That'll be his third. And that'll be, I thought a 1-and-1, but they're not quite in the bonus yet, I guess. So it will be an inbound here for Zielinski. And Zielinski will inbound, find Overshow. Quickly out to Amani Green. Green kicks out Overshow and Zielinski in the corner. Triple on the way, and he buries it from range. And the Lakers extend the lead now to 22. Here's McLavish, dribbling baseline. And pass goes out of bounds, and Mid-Michigan will take over on the turnover. Here's Zielinski. He'll take a triple from the wing, this time off the mark, and rebounded by Manuel Sanchez. Quickly saved to Terrell, to McLavish, now Tiggs, big man running the floor. He'll step into a three and knocks that down from the wing to try to claw the Skippers back into this game. Here's Overshown. Over the top to Zielinski. Back to Lindsay. Here's Green. Green for three. Opposite wing. Buries it from range. And we got another whistle on the floor. We'll see what the call is. And that's going to go against Mid-Michigan. So technical foul is going to be on Amani Green. I'm guessing for a little bit of taunting after that made basket. So McLavish will take the text, misses the first. Here is the second for McLavish. Knocks that down. So technical foul yields a point for the Skippers. But more importantly, SC4 will get the ball back, try to continue to chip away at this large lead that Mid-Michigan has built up. Pretty much playing SC4 off the floor here, second half so far. But we still have 10.5 minutes to go, so a lot can happen. And we're going to have a media break, so we're going to step aside. We'll be right back. You're watching Laker basketball here on the Back TV Sports Network. Welcome back to Maury Courts. Lakers up 21 over the Skippers. As Skippers trying to recover and get back into this one. They got 10.5 minutes. We'll see if the Laker D can continue to outplay the Skippers offense here second half. Here's McLavish. Inside to Terrell. Terrell working the baseline, finds Tiggs underneath. Tiggs gets the shot away, but it's loose. And then Lindsay, Terrell draws the contact on Lindsay, and easy foul call for the officials to see that. That'll send Terrell to the line. So basket counts. And Terrell will go for the three-point play. So Terrell's free throw is good. That'll cut the lead to 18. Here's Overshone. Clark, Monty Green in the corner. Here's Clark on the wing. He'll step it through a three and rattles out. Rebound Dorsey. Here's McLavish. Now Tiggs. Tiggs pump fake drives, gets to the rim. No good. Rebound Overshone. Quickly out to Green. 2-on-1 for the Lakers. Here's Green. Reverse layup is good. Here's McLavish. He'll step it to a three. That's way off the mark, but it's going to be rebounded by SC4. And that's going to be Dorsey with the rebound. Goes for the putback. Looking for room. Can't find it as Zielinski all over him. But Zielinski will pick up the foul.
Fouls on 15, Christian Zielinski. His fourth, team 10th. Skippers are in the double bonus.
So Skippers now into the double bonus. That won't matter as the foul was during shooting anyway. So that'll send Tyler Dorsey to the line to shoot a pair. First on the way, and it's good.
For the Lakers, Zach Parks and Darren Weaver. And for the Skippers, Jacob Asamami. And for the Skippers, Malachi Manuel Sanchez.
Here's the second for Dorsey. Off the back of the iron, rebound Lindsay for Mid-Michigan. Here's Overshone now. Here's Parks. Lindsay now Weaver, far side, inside to Parks. Parks working on the baseline and draws a blocking foul off Azamani, as Azamani's defense was just outside the arc down there, so he'll pick up a foul. That'll be his fourth, and that'll send Zach Parks to the line. First half of the 1-on-1 is good for Parks. And second one up and good. Parks makes them both here. 9:14 to go here in the half. Here's Asamani. Man-to-man defense continued by the Lakers here. It has been tight and suffocating so far, second half. And Asamani's shot, no good. Rebound Weaver, quickly out to Overshone. Another 2-on-1. Here's Overshone to the rim. Can't get the shot to go as Dorsey, last moment, gets him to change the direction. And he couldn't get the circus shot to go. Dorsey will pick up a foul, though, for his trouble, but saves a spectacular basket for Vince Overshone. Overshone will shoot free throws here, averaging 12 points a game for the Lakers. And rattles down the first. And knocks down to second. And here's Lindsay with the steal, and he'll bring the Thunder on the fast break. 25-point lead, the largest for the Lakers tonight. Manuel Sanchez for three, off the mark, high arcing rebound. Almost rattled back down, picked up now by Jaden Clark. Here's Overshone. Zach Parks. Back to Lindsay, now Weaver. Inside the Parks. Parks almost maybe had a look there. Here's Overshone from way downtown, and he buries it. And the lead keeps growing and growing here at Morey Courts. 28 points now. Here's Manuel Sanchez, spins on the baseline, and he's going to get called for a travel. And Mid-Michigan will take over. So we got another media break, so I'll step aside. We'll be right back after this short break.
Hi, my name's Emily. I'm from Everett, Michigan, and I play softball at Mid. Being an athlete has shaped me as a person because it's built up my confidence, not only in my physical abilities, but it's also taught me things about real world problems. Competing for Mid to me means competing with pride. I'm continuing on a legacy, and I'm setting an example for the people who wear the jersey after me. I think being an athlete has gotten me through the toughest times in my life, knowing I can always count on the sport and knowing I always have a family that has come from playing the sport that I can count on. Someone should choose Mid because you're all coming to Mid with the same drive to succeed, and you're all there to work hard and push each other.
Welcome back to Morey Courts. 7.5 minutes to go here for the Lakers to pick up a hard-fought win against a quality opponent here early on in the season. The story of the game, though, is it has been all Mid-Michigan in this second half. The defense has been suffocating. The three-point shot has been falling. Here's Lindsay now to Weaver. Weaver finds Monty Green, top of the key. Green looking for room, finds baseline. His pass picked up by Weaver, back to Green. Here's the three from the corner as the shot clock expires, and that might be the first bad possession of the second half for Mid-Michigan. Here's McLavish. McLavish will drive, gets it over Green, doesn't go, but Terrell there for the finish. And we got another technical foul call. And we'll see who that's against.
Technical foul on the skipper.
So that's going to be called on DeAndre Terrell. That'll be his 4th foul. Again, I believe that's going to be a taunting call, much like what the Lakers received earlier. So Amani Green makes the first free throw.
Technical fouls on number 5, DeAndre Terrell. Creates his 4th personal.
And here's the second, and rims out. So Coach Reed of the Skippers getting an extended explanation. And it doesn't seem like he's liking it very much. But I'm not sure any coach likes a technical foul called against his squad. So here's Amani Green out of Jaden Clark. Clark will find Lindsey. Lindsey goes inside to Weaver, but Weaver backs it out. Here's Green now, top of the key to reset. Here's Parks. Nice spin. Step back triple on the way. Off the mark. Would have been sensational. Here's McLavish now for the Skippers. Stevens steps into a 3 and knocks that down. Or excuse me, Donovan Thames. And quickly back is Zach Parks with another deuce for the Lakers. And we're going to get a foul underneath.
Lakers fouls on 0, Darren Weaver.
And that'll be the 5th foul for DJ Weaver, so he's going to foul out of the contest. And that's going to send Jacob Asamani to the line. Shoot some free throws. And Asamani makes the first. Here's the second for Asamani and makes. Here's Amani Green for the Lakers. He'll drive. Parks wide open for 3 in the corner and buries it from range. Here's McLavish. Baseline drive now, Asamani. And reverse layup blocked by Parks out of bounds. It'll stay with the Skippers. So Parks with some nice help side defense there to block that shot. So Skippers will inbound here, 13 on the shot clock. And it's going to be inbounded to McLavish. He'll take the triple, no good. Rebound Parks. Quickly ahead to Overshone. Here's Overshone, gives to Green. Green now, he'll drive. Euro step, no good. And we'll get a whistle as it goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Skippers. And another foul on the inbound.
Skippers foul. Number 4, Donovan Thames, his 4th.
And that's going to be a 4th foul for Donovan Thames.
Lakers are in the double bonus.
Double bonus for Mid-Michigan, so Jaden Clark will shoot 2 here. First one's up and good.
Jaden Clark makes the first of 2.
And Clark makes the second. Five minutes to go here, Maury Courts. Mid-Michigan up 19. Here's McLavish. Now Thames down for Tiggs. Tiggs on the baseline, had his pocket pick, and the pass is now stole by Jaden Clark, but he's unable to corral it as he dribbles it out of bounds. It'll go back to SC4. So referees will confer, and they're going to say Clark didn't have enough possession to reset the shot clock, so SC4 will be dealing with 12 seconds here. And they're going to find Azamani on the inbound. 9 on the clock. Azamani drives to the rim. Right-handed shot is good off the glass. And we got a man down as Azamani come down hard. And referees blow the whistle for him.
And for the skipper, Dakota Thomas.
So Azamani will be taken out of the contest after he fell awkwardly. And now we'll resume with Mid-Michigan. Here's Amani Green. Green will drive. Wow! Right-handed circus shot, good for the Lakers. Here's McLavish. Skipper's offense stagnant, not a lot of movement out there. Coach Reed begging for him to move. Long rebound goes to Jaden Clark. Here's Clark now. Finds Overshone. Thought about a deep three. He'll drive, kicks out. Here's Parks from the corner. Buries it. Here's a shot off the mark by Thames. Long rebound will find its way to McLavish. He'll take a triple now. His shot short, and that's going to be touched out of bounds by the Lakers. It'll stay with the Skippers.
In for the Lakers, Braden Clark and Nick Geitz. We have the other 4-minute timeout, media timeout.
So last media timeout of the contest here is we'll step aside. We'll be right back. You're watching Laker basketball on MAC TV.
My name is Faith Fisher. I went to Ithaca High School and I play softball at Mid. I believe it shapes me as a person. It's helped me learn how to deal with people and how to work with people and work effectively. It means getting to do the sport I love with people I love and getting a degree while doing it all. So I think softball gave me anxiety, but it's also helped me work with it and how to overcome it and deal with challenges. I think someone should choose Mid because it's a great school. I think everyone cares about how you do and how well you do, and it's a great community to be in.
Welcome back to Maury Courts. 3:35 remains in the contest. Mid-Michigan up big, up 32 over the Skippers. And triple try by Donovan Thomas, no good. Excuse me, Dakovid Thomas. Here's Overshone. Zielinski now, top of the key. Works it inside. Finds Jaden Clark. He'll spin baseline. Finds some trouble, but he gets the shot away as he splits the defenders. And he'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Skippers fouls on number 2, his second. Carl Stevens at the line for the Lakers. Jaden Clark.
So Carl Stevens will pick up another foul. Excuse me, for Leon. As Clark goes to the line, makes the first.
In for the Lakers, Easton Day and Seth Mead.
Here's the second for Clark, and rattles it home.
Jaden Clark.
Inside pass here, and kicks it back out to Stevens. Stevens will drive, loses the ball, but we're going to have a whistle.
Lakers fouls on number 30, Seth Mead, his first.
And Seth Mead will pick up his first foul of the contest as we now have 20 team fouls called here in the second half. And Stevens makes the first.
Carl Stevens.
And makes the second. Here's Jaden Clark from Michigan. Screen set, nice look, and pass taken away. Quickly ahead and too strong. Too strong for DeCovid Thomas. We'll see as it goes out of bounds. It'll be Mid-Michigan basketball. And here's Austin Day from Mid-Michigan. Full court pressure by the Skippers. Picks up his dribble, finds Dice. Now Mead on the far side. Back to Jaden Clark. Clark ignores the screen, drives, finds some room, gets the right-handed layup to go. Here is Thames for the Skippers. Thames gets his man off balance, jumper no good. Rebounded by Braden Clark. Here's Jaden Clark. So two Clarks on the floor now for Mid-Michigan. Jaden steps into a three, no good. Braden with the putback, doesn't get it. Rebounded by Tiggs. And Thames hits the bottom of the rim on his try, and here come the Lakers the other way. And too strong for Mead on the alley-oop try, and the Skippers will go the other way. Quickly ahead now to, that's DeCovid Thomas underneath. And he's going to be fouled by Easton Day. That'll be his first. Like I mentioned earlier, up next for both teams is going to be the SC4 Thumb Coast tip-off. Next Thursday, Mid-Michigan will have Monroe Community College. And next Thursday after that contest, I believe, it'll be Coastal Alabama North for the Skippers. So big tournament coming up for both teams. As Thomas makes the first but misses the second. And the Lakers will take over. 1.5 to go here at Maury Courts. Here is Nick Dice. Dice finds Easton Day. Day drives. Runner off the window, no good. Braden Clark can't come down with the rebound. And it's going to be the other way for Stevens. He'll find Manyweathers, and his shot doesn't go. And now Bryce White pushes ahead for Mead. Here's Mead. Ooh, looking for Braden Clark, can't find it. His save attempt goes to SC4, and it's Thames going the other way now. He'll give to Stevens. Now underneath for Momo, and Momo can't get the shot to go. But he'll go to the line to shoot a pair after the foul.
Fouls on number 6, Bryce White, his 5th.
So Bryce White will pick up his 5th. He'll foul out, joining DJ Weaver.
At the line for the Skippers, Isaiah Momo.
So here's Isaiah Momo. He'll shoot free throws and makes the first. And second on the way and makes it both. Here's Braden Clark, finds Easton Day on the inbound. Full court pressure by the Skippers, led by DeCovid Thomas on Day. Day gets across the half-court line and finds Seth Mead. Mead with speed, drives, tried to bring the Thunder, hit the rim, and Braden Clark can't come up with the rebound, and it'll be SC4 who comes away with it. And we're going to have a foul called. Mead had the speed, had the drive, just a hair short on the jump as the dunk doesn't go, and it's going to go the other way as DeCovid Thomas will shoot 2 for the double bonus. And Thomas makes the first. And makes the second. Skipper's on a 12-2 run right now, but you wouldn't know it because their run started with Mid-Michigan up by 35. Here's Day, and Day will lose the ball. And now it's Thames on the breakaway, and he'll be able to finish at the rim for the Skippers. Here's Nick Dice. 3 seconds left, 2, and that's how this one's going to end. Mid-Michigan wins 106-79 with an extraordinary second half. Please stick around after a few minutes here. After the team comes out of the locker room, I'll get Coach House, and maybe he'll bring a player along with him, and we'll have a chat after the game. But I'm Nick Toner. You're watching Laker basketball on the MacTV Sports Network. Mid-Michigan, big winners here tonight, 106-79 over St. Clair County Community College.
Hi, I'm Jamie. I'm a student at Mid-Michigan College, and I am studying in the IT and cybersecurity program. What made me wanted to go here is just to see what the experience is like at college. I definitely enjoyed the experiences of going to class, especially with a smaller size, and as well all the professors as well also drew me in to going because they take their time every day to help with you, and I really appreciate that, and especially with the advice and encouragement they give you. I'm thankful for having people who really care and make sure that you're doing well, not only as a person, but as well as a student. I really like going to Mid because it is closer to where I live, so it's really nice to have the accessibility to go somewhere closer, especially for commuting. And also too, the campus at Harrison is one of my favorites because of where it's stationed at. It definitely felt another home to me, so especially where the scenery is. I definitely did spend quite some time being outside, especially just taking small walks or during my time when I have lunch break from just taking a break from studying. My mom actually took some classes through the college here, and I didn't know that until she told me a bit about her background when she was going through college. Having some of the tutors at campus, they have been really helpful in definitely helping me with how the online classes are structured, as well as what to expect and what are some things that you'll expect will be challenging, and I think that is very helpful. I definitely recommend to any student who is interested going to college or freshly going out of high school. Sometimes I'd say it's a hard, not just only a hard decision, but it's a process thinking where you want to go for college or if you really want to or not. I definitely recommend going here because I know for sure when I was in the process of thinking of going to college, I wasn't sure if I really wanted to go for a 4-year to a university or a community, and I'm thankful that I chose to do 2 years because that really has helped me solidify my choice of whether or not to transfer. I definitely have saved some money going through the classes, and they've definitely been really helpful. I'd say any opportunity that Mid-Michigan College has, for instance, I got to be part of a commercial, I'd say definitely in that situation, definitely take the opportunity because it's a lot of fun.
My name is Roberto Mosqueda. I come from Midland, Michigan, and I'm a student at Mid-Michigan College. I discovered Mid-Michigan through bowling. They saw interest in me, and they kept coming at me, and it caught my interest to come here and take a tour, and it really caught my interest, the community, the people here, so that's what made me decide to come to Mid-Mich. They helped me when I came here to meet my team. They were there to help us set up our schedules in order to, work around practice, work around our own schedules if we have a job. And they were really helpful with me. They helped me figure out a good schedule that I liked and that'll work with my team, work with my coaches in order to, have a good schedule for me to do everything I need to do and just to even relax a little bit. That was one of their factors they really liked to put in. They wanted me to be able to feel free to do what I would like to do and to help me, determine what classes I want to take. They help me see my skill level and wow, I didn't know that someone could help me do that. I looked at their 3-in-1 program and that really caught my attention. I didn't think there was such a program like that out there where I could come here for 3 years and finish my final year at Northwood. And that really, I didn't know that there was such a thing out there. I didn't know that, a college could offer that. And especially since it's a business. I love business. That's what I'm into. That's what I'm going to study here, marketing specifically. And once I saw that, that instantly also caught my attention. And that plus the deal with bowling, that made me really want to come here. It's not that far from home. And that's what I like about it too. This campus, the Mount Pleasant campus, it's not too far. I could drive here all the time, I like how close it is to all the other things here, like you said, fast food, hangout spots, places that you can go to. There's a lot here to offer too. So that's what I especially like about here in Mount Pleasant. I'm just looking for a sense of comfort, in growing up, just switching schools because I moved a bit around there. It takes some time to get comfortable with your surroundings, and that's all I'm really looking for here. Looking for, as you said, the social aspect. I'm looking for that, but I'm also looking for just to settle in, to get my feet dirty, to just try new things here, and that's what I'm willing to try out here. I'm planning to use, the education I'm gonna get here from, the school and from the bowling team. I'm gonna use that, in my life and use it towards sports, use it towards anything really. I'm planning to just up my game. That's really it.
MAC TV Network is a local public access station that offers a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community. Members of the community can come in and take a free workshop to learn anything from editing to camera work. Broadcasting on Charter Channels 187 and 191, serving Gratiot, Isabella, and Clare counties.
My name is Nicole Steele. I attend Mid-Michigan College, and I'm pursuing my heating, cooling, and refrigeration degree. Initially, I went to Mid-Michigan College 20 years ago. I came back to school wanting a better job for myself, and I chose Mid because of my local vicinity. The credit hours were less expensive, more affordable, and everything I was looking for in my degree was available. I'm a lady in the HRA program, and I'm older. I'm not, fresh out of high school. I'm 49 years old, returning to find a better job. A lot of these gentlemen are not intimidated by me coming into the workforce and actually enjoy having me there. I joke with them and make them feel comfortable. I'm there to learn, and they're all anxious to teach me everything that they know as well. The trades options are awesome and wonderful. Actually, everything that you need in this world is really boiling down to the trades. You have electricity, you have plumbing, you have heating, cooling, your comfort. These are things that people do not want to live without. So they are very important. And if you don't want to get a degree, you could still do the trade programs and get certificates and still be able to do a job that can put you in an income bracket where you can retire comfortably and be able to support a family. The HRA program is like a one-year program. They say 10 months, but you start in the fall and you're done end of July. By then, you have your refrigerator.
Welcome back here to Maury Courts. I'm joined by Vince Overshone. Vince, huge second half. I want to at least huge second half defensively. So what really worked for you guys in the second half that maybe wasn't working in the first half defensively?
All around, I think we had a great defensive game. We was up 7 at halftime. We really upped the intensity fronting the post. We doubled on the backside, and then we just trusted our teammates to do to get help side. I think it was just all around good defensive effort from everybody. It was good ball pressure, good help side, good front. It was just great, in my opinion.
So we looked a little bit before we got your stuff online here. 17-7 for you tonight. What's more important to you, the 17 points or the 7 assists?
Well, not gonna lie, I hit 5 threes, so I can really get my teammates open because I have so much gravity, I think, at the three-point line. So all I gotta do is pump fake and then hit one of my shooters in the corner or on the wing. I can do it all for real. So I'd say the assist is more important for real.
Yeah, some of those threes might have been worth 4 points as far back as they were.
But
we're used to that. I saw that a lot last year too.
I wish it was a 4-point line. I'd be there all the time.
Right. So I guess what is your range? Like where are you really comfortable at?
My range? You remember where I shot from Brian and Stratton last year?
Right there, and in the corner there of the volleyball.
Yeah, volleyball line. That's really like where I can shoot from comfortably.
Okay,
in my opinion.
right on.
Yeah.
So tough matchup coming into the night. What was it like in practice? I mean, you guys ended up winning pretty comfortably.
Yeah, it was
you were up by 34 at one point.
It's a huge shout out to our scout team. They really gave us a good look on how SC4 was going to play today. It was guys like DeShante, Seth Mead, Braden. It's just a huge shout out to those guys because they really gave us a good look into this game. Like they was really scoring a lot on us and stuff yesterday. It was good.
So I got to ask you, a lot of freshmen on the team, and I talked to Amani last Wednesday about it.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like this year being in a leadership role, being one of the few sophomores that came back?
It's a lot different for me, to be honest. In high school, I was never really a leader on the team for real, and it was just my third year here at Mid-Michigan. I think I can teach a lot to my freshmen, give them a lot of guidance so we can win big games like these. So I think it's important for me and Mont to step up into that leadership role, and I think we're doing a good job of it so far.
Absolutely. Is there anything else you want to add for the people?
I don't know. Huge shout out to my teammates. Dad, I know you watching, man. I love you, man. And whoever else is watching, thank you, man. Tune in whenever we play here again.
You won't be home again for not next week, but the week after. So it'll be a minute before you're back here.
Yeah. Thank you, though.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes,
Great
sir.
game tonight, Vince.
Thank you. Host. Hope I did good.
All right, Caleb. We talked Wednesday even about it, and then in the pregame that this is going to be a tough game.
Oh, yeah.
Now, there were points in the second half, like I was talking to Vince, you're up 35, and it didn't look like it was very tough here in the second half.
Yeah.
So
what I guess what I would just start with, I'm just really proud of the guys. Like everybody in the program. Yesterday we had a 45-minute film session, and then we watched a little film on us, a little bit on these guys. We came out here and had about an hour and 15-minute practice, and you could just see how locked in the guys were. Our scout team got us ready. Our bench was great today, and to me, it was just a program effort, and so I'm really proud of that. It definitely was not as easy as the scoreboard looked, but it's something that we now have in our back pocket to say this is the level that we can get to. And I think when we were getting ready for the season over the summer, what's our vision for this group? We've got this team, we've got these players. How do you mold that into the group that you're looking for? And there's guys that didn't play a ton tonight. They can mold right into things that other guys did tonight. But having said that, the way that we played, especially defensively, where we were disruptive. We were strong. Now, we didn't rebound great.
Right, out-rebounded quite a bit.
Sure, and that's going to happen sometimes. But our goal is to just fight every possession and try to do everything we can to keep them to one shot. Yep. And I thought we did that enough tonight to get out in transition because they were crashing everybody. They were bringing everybody to the glass. And so when we got it, that's when you got to see the highlight plays and the getting out and going. And then we shot the ball well.
There's a couple plays. You might have done it 2 or 3 times, but quick over-the-top, full court inbounds.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
Right.
That's by design.
You don't see it a lot, but you catch these guys forward. And I was like, after the first one, I was like, it's going to happen more.
And guys got it.
If they're looking for it. It's
and
going to be there.
The guys took off tonight, and we were a little sluggish on Wednesday. So I guess one of the challenges going forward is going to be how do we consistently be that? Because we're going to play so many good teams. They're a really good team. They're going to be there fighting for postseason play. We'll probably run into them again at some point. It's just
probably
the way it
next week.
Possibly next Friday we'll play them again. So, yeah, I'm just really proud of the guys and very thankful for their focus and the program effort today.
Yeah. So before I let you go,
coaching staff too. Coaching staff was awesome.
Talk to me a little bit about Zach Parks.
Yeah.
He had a huge night tonight. He had 26 points. It seemed like anywhere he shot the basketball tonight, it went in. It was like NBA Jam, on fire type of stuff tonight.
He's a really talented kid, and he plays really hard. So when you have the ability, and then you have a motor, it's pretty successful. And some size, right? He's long, yeah. But man, yeah, he had a little chip on his shoulder today. There's, this little rivalry kind of thing. He's from down there.
Okay.
Recruited by them a little bit. And I think he just had a little chip on his shoulder, and he showed what he's capable of. And we have a ton of belief in him and respect for him as a coaching staff and as teammates. And so I think it makes it really easy to root for a guy like that.
Yeah. Huge game.
Yeah, he was phenomenal.
Congratulations,
Thanks
Coach.
a lot, Nick.
Picked up a good win. Best of luck next week in the tournament. Hope you guys come home with a trophy.
Appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. That'll be fun.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Nick Toder. You're watching Laker basketball here on MAC TV Sports. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.